Hey everyone, my name is David Dunbar, or the Theme Park Evangelist. I am in my bedroom and getting ready to go to bed. As you see, my glasses are off. I took off my watch, not that you can see it, and I took off my socks, not that you can see it. My sheets and covers are pulled back, and I'm getting ready to go to bed. I actually just did a review on White Castle, which I will leave right up here in the upper right hand corner. Of course, right now I'm filming, so once this vlog is done, which obviously when this vlog is done, you'll see the whole edited thing. Anyhow, so any I think I'm getting tired. I think that's what's going on. So the reason why I'm going to bed early ish, even though it's almost midnight, is because I'm getting ready to get up about 8 in the morning tomorrow. My pod came today, well, the family's pod, and I'm going to get up a little early to start cooking dinner and also start getting the pod unloaded a little early. And I think I have some people coming from my church called Hebron Baptist Church to start help unloading it some more, so that would be a great thing. And also, I get to go back out to Kings Island tomorrow and fill out some paperwork. Also, there's a very high chance that you guys will get to see Kings Island theme park vlog on Saturday too, which would be great. So before I continue any further, I should mention that I am going to do a Toy Story 4 review with spoilers. Now, if you do not want to watch a Toy Story 4 movie review with spoilers, there is a spoiler-free movie review up here in the right-hand corner. So I will leave the link right up there. If you want to see the Toy Story 4 spoiler-free movie review in the upper right-hand corner, please do not be afraid to click it. At this point, you have been warned. You are about to watch a spoiler-filled movie review of Toy Story 4. Toy Story 4 picks up 9 years before Toy Story 4 officially takes place. So this is slightly before Toy Story 3 even takes place. I would say it was kind of between Toy Story 2 and 3. Right after Toy Story 2, for sure, though. In this sequence, we find out exactly what happens to Bo Peep and her sheep. Without making a long story, or without going into a long story, I'm going to make a long story short. Basically, in a rescue mission to rescue RC from a rainstorm, Woody manages to rescue RC, and in the process, Bo Peep is accidentally, well, I should say purposely grabbed and put into a box. That's when we find out that she doesn't actually belong to Andy, she belongs to Molly. Make sure it's still filming. Okay, good. Sorry about my finger there. Anyhow, Woody tries to rescue her, but she insists that it's time for her to leave. This is probably the most heartwarming scene in the whole movie. So, a number of years later, Woody is now in the possession of Bonnie, as she's getting ready to go to kindergarten, as she's been on summer vacation, you could say, when you first meet her in Toy Story 3. Well, I think first when you meet her in Toy Story 3, she's in preschool and daycare, and now she's going to transition from summer vacation or whatnot to kindergarten, so that's very exciting. Otherwise, sorry, I didn't make sure I didn't press the wrong button or anything. I didn't press any button. That's a good thing. So, of course, Bonnie's very worried about going to kindergarten, and she's also starting to lose her interest in Woody, but Woody has not lost her interest in her, because Woody has always strongly believed in loyalty. He always has, since movie 1, which was basically back 24 years ago, as crazy as that is. Oop, oh, I did press the wrong button. Good. I always panic about that, like, because I've had a tendency to have a movie or recording stop on me in the middle of me filming it. I hate that. So Woody goes with Bonnie to the daycare and makes Forky for her, and with Bonnie playing with him, he accidentally comes to life, and Woody didn't realize it. So Woody's got to figure out how to keep Forky happy, because he figures out very quickly, very fast, basically the same thing, that Forky does not think he should exist. Because Forky is only a spork that should be used for eating one time and then thrown away. So Forky is determined to go in the trash. So Toy Story 4 breaks the fourth wall a lot. And I cannot stress enough how much the Toy Story 4 breaks the fourth wall. What do I mean? Toy Story 4 spends a lot of time focusing on the Woody and Forky running around, even the rest of the toys running around, in the humans' eye line, sight, or whatnot. And yet the humans never notice. And it's almost impossible for them not to notice, and yet they don't. And I just think that's outrageously stupid. Because I'm like, how are they not noticing, you know? It's just like, okay, whatever. So, anyhow, on a road trip, and I'm not exactly sure where this road trip was going, because they really didn't specify where the road trip was going. Woody is trying to keep Forky at bay. Forky abandons ship on the RV. Woody actually had more than enough time to get Forky back to the RV. But he passes by Second Chance Antiques and see Bo Peep's lamp. Now, she actually had broken out of Second Chance Antiques many years ago, and for good reason, because of a crazy porcelain doll, or just a doll in there in general. And for the life of me, I cannot remember her name. Oh yeah, if I remember correctly. Oh my goodness, it started to come to me, and now I forgot. Give me 1 second, I'm going to pause it and then come right back. There's my big stitch. Okay, so I apologize. Her name is Gabby Gabby. Actually, it only took me about 5 seconds to figure it out. So Gabby Gabby is the name of the doll that is obsessed with getting a voice box. And she just wants to be played with by a little girl that she happens to have a picture of in a book that she has kept in this Second Chance Antiques store all these years. Gabby Gabby is pushed around by weird looking dolls, the kind that you would see in those horror films, specifically the one Twilight Zone episode with the dolls, not the living doll, another one. And I can't remember the name of it offhand, but it doesn't matter. If you guys remember the original Twilight Zone, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. They're kind of creepy looking. They kind of have their jaw dropping like this. It's really weird. And they push Gabby Gabby around all the time in a stroller. Ooh, cool, I got a message. Yep, I did. From a friend I used to work with at Disney. That's kind of cool. She's probably replying to my message about Universal, because we've been talking a little bit about Universal and Disney in LA. Anyhow, let me get back on track. So, these dolls push Gabby Gabby around, and they will do anything for her, because for whatever reason they feel the need to serve her, and they don't really explain in the movie why they serve her. They just do it. And Woody manages to escape the first time, but accidentally leaves Forky with her, and he knows he's got to go back and get her. And that's how he manages to bump into Bo Peep. He actually finds Bo Peep playing around the playground, looking for kids to play with. She doesn't have any owner anymore. She just finds random kids to play with on the playground, and she's happy with it. And she has other toys that she meets out there, and they play with the same exact kids that she does. And how she gets around so quickly is she travels around in a remote controlled skunk that she rigged from the inside. So I thought that was kind of creative too. Otherwise, Woody manages to convince Bo Peep to go back, but Bo Peep has changed a lot over the 9 years since she gave up on her owner, since her owner gave up on her, and Bo Peep has become a very independent toy. Bo Peep doesn't like to really do favors for other toys anymore, and also Bo Peep is very big about herself. Bo Peep only likes to do things her way, so when other toys mess up things, when she's like very big on doing things her way, she gets very frustrated and annoyed and upset. So it's not a surprise that Bo Peep would get annoyed with Woody, which she did. She does actually, when Woody accidentally messes up the plan because he thinks he can just jump right into saving Forky without following Bo Peep's strict orders on how to save him. And it kind of messes up everything, and unfortunately, they all manage to escape, almost barely make it out, and yet Forky is still not saved. Woody forces himself to go back. And also, I should note that during the first escape, actually the second one, because the first one is Woody, and Forky unfortunately doesn't make it. The second one is Woody, Bunny, and Ducky, and Bo Peep, and the sheep, and also a new character that Keanu Reeves plays as is something Kaboom. No, this is a Canadian toy that Disney had to get special permission from the Canadian government, specifically with the Canadian maple leaf or flag design, which was really cool. So this toy is probably the most unusual. Now, he's not the funniest. He's definitely one of the funniest. Not as funny as Michael Keegan and Jordan Peele, comedic duo, whatever you want to call them. No, they're definitely the funniest by far, and they're the ones that made the movie as hysterical as it was. And not to mention Tim Allen using the whole inner voice improv the entire movie also made the movie as funny as it was too. So between the three of them, I thought the movie was great for what it was. Now I'm getting near completion because I'm trying to wrap it up because there's a lot to talk about, but I don't want to spend all night long talking about it when you can go see it yourself. But I did say it was going to be a spoiler one, so anyhow, to kind of conclude it, the third time that Woody does go back in there, he goes back alone. Yes, he does manage to rescue Forky, and actually it was a lot easier than he expected. He sacrificed his voice box for Forky. He made Gabby happy, but she ended up being tossed away for it. But I basically mean is the girl she always wanted to play with didn't want her, even with the voice box. She spent her whole life waiting for that moment, and she got thrown away. She was devastated. She even said that Woody could have his voice box back, but Woody wasn't ready to give up yet. He was determined to find her the perfect soulmate, so to speak, for her. Still recording, so that's a good thing. So Woody was determined to make sure that all of the toys could get back to Bonnie, and he was determined to make sure that her parents met them by the merry-go-round. Yes, it was illegal how he did it, and yes, her father got pulled over for it, and it was hysterical, but hey, they managed it. And Woody had his chance to go back. Woody had plenty of time to go with Buzz and the rest of the gang. Yes, he managed to send Gabby off of a new owner, and she was happy and he was happy. But Woody did not want to leave Bo Peep. Bo Peep and Woody had too much love for each other. And this is basically what Tom Hanks considered the most depressing part of the whole film. Tom Hanks basically said that giving up his companionship with everybody else and the ability to continue going with them everywhere and live the rest of his life with have his character live the rest of his life with Bo Peep was the hardest thing about the whole series. And that's basically why they said that the Toy Story series will never be the same, because now Woody and Bo Peep will be living together. And now Jesse will be in charge of all the toys of Buzz and Second in Command. What will Disney Pixar do with the Toy Story series? Will it die off or will it continue on? Who knows? Now that Woody is no longer in charge, it's never going to be the same. Would I say that it was as depressing as Andy passing the toys from himself to Bonnie? No, definitely not. That to me was harder to watch. I thought watching Carl lose Ellie was harder to watch, but that's just me. Anyhow, guys, comment below. What did you think was the hardest part about the whole movie to watch? What was your favorite part? Who was your favorite comedic actor in the whole movie? Was it Tim Allen? Was it Keanu Reeves? Or was it the comedic duo? I mean, who knows? I could be wrong. I personally thought it was it wasn't Keanu Reeves. He was my second favorite now. I personally thought it was Michael Keegan and Jordan Peele was my personal favorite. And just tell me in general, what was your favorite part of the whole movie? And remember, this movie review has spoilers in it. So I'm also going to leave at the end right here in the bottom right hand corner the spoiler-free movie review. And also, please do not forget to like and subscribe right here. And I will see you guys in the next vlog. And always remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Have a great night. Peace out.